At this point, I want to welcome Mr. Steven, who is going to take us through the first phase of the program as we go on. So kindly guys, let's give a hand of applause for Steven as he comes on board.
Sometime in January 2014, my wife and I were blessed with our firstborn daughter, and when she was discharged, my entire extended family was there, crying tears of joy. But for me, I felt despair. It settled down on me what we had done. We had brought a girl into this world, a world full of dangers for women. Every turn they make, every day they wake up, they face different kinds of violences, both at home and in the community, because women are seen as weak or vulnerable. There is child marriages, female genital mutilation, rape, and it has sort of become normalized and people have accepted. However, I felt that we could do something. We didn't know how we'll do it, but we knew we had a team of great software developers who we work with, and if we could apply the same skills that we do in the private corporate world and use that to solve this social challenge, it will not only take care of our kids for generations to come, but also it will leave a legacy. And so we were looking around to solve this when we came across the I Am Initiative Hackathon. The research that they published when they were launching the hackathon called us into action, because this was in 2016. Out of every 70,000 new HIV infections annually in Kenya, over half, around 40,000, occur among young people below the age of 24 years. Over 15,000 girls were dropping out of school due to unwanted pregnancies. 3 in every 100 girls had undergone FGM. Majority of the cases of SRHR issues amongst young people were caused by 2 things: poverty and ignorance. There are some cases, for example, you could walk into a hospital for some mundane illness and get out with an STI like HIV because of poor practices in our hospitals. Ignorance is the other cause, because Kenyan youth don't get proper sex education or even proper health education throughout their academic life. The average Kenyan youth has almost 0 sex education by the time they are reaching the age of adolescence or even beyond. And the common source of sex education amongst young people are those cheap tabloids that, they sexualize and make all these issues of SRHR not look like as risky as they are, because they want to sell those magazines. And that is retrogressive. So that's why we decided to do something about it and came up with the Imara TV innovation. So today you'll be seeing a lot of films, some we've made in the past and some new films that we've made recently, so that you can learn something. And please share this information with everyone in your network so that we can achieve our goal of making the world a better place.
What's the role of creativity in educating the young people, more so in the areas of SRHR?
I think people need to understand first what we do. and which language you're going to use. Because now, for instance, uko kwetu, there are some language we can talk to them, and it's very easy for them to understand.
Being a lady and also facing different societal challenges in the space, with production, scripting, all these, how has the journey been for you as a lady?
So as a lady in the film industry, it's hard because kama kwa nyumba, you need to put things in order. Like you need to make your house well. Kwa sababu kama sisi hatuje make production team yetu ikue organized, of course what we will be producing haitakuwa organized. Si ni kweli? So we as ladies in the production house, we try to make things go well. Tukisha script, we need to make sure that this script is relating to the audience. It's relating to the community out there, and we need to watch out what impact is it creating to the audience. So I can say we have a lot of challenges, but we as women in the production, we need to make sure things are running smoothly in the house before we produce.
How do you navigate through to work with different cultures from wherever you guys are?
We do forum theater. Mostly it's all about engaging the community so that they come up with solutions, because kwetu sisi utakuta mostly girl child empowerment, it's an issue.
There is one thing I need us to understand, especially with how we put out the content. Stories are individual. There is a specificity in our stories, but a collection of shared stories brings about a narrative, right? So I can have a different story about GBV, you can have a different story about GBV. The experiences are different, but the narrative is the same, right? So when we push the same narrative, that creates content that is emotive, that engages people.
So many things are affecting our communities, and we cannot handle them at once, so we handle them one by one. And now that Imara TV has this platform, so we as content creators, we take advantage to make sure that we sensitize the whole communities. We sensitize the audience. As you watch, you are not only entertained, but you are educated.
We created Imara Milman in 2016 together with my colleagues. When we had that discussion as friends, because we were seeing problems in our community, and we wanted to create a solution that is customized and which was going to reach the community, because the problem was that we had harmful cultural practices that needed education to teach the community on how to go about them. So we decided to create a platform that would disseminate short and entertaining films to educate the community, and by doing that, help mitigate these harmful cultural practices.
For me, I'm very glad that film has emerged as a powerful medium of communication. It is one of those platforms that can be used for communications, that can be used for advocacy, and that can be used to advocate for change. So because of that, it is a very good tool, especially for SRHR. And for us, we know how important SRHR is.
And I would like to first congratulate the team from Imara TV for organizing this kind of activity, and also for the amazing work they are doing in line with educating the public, educating the Kenyan citizen using film. And I think this is an amazing opportunity where people will get to learn, and also we can equally help to amplify to a number of people to get to know that these things exist.
So let's see how we can use the digital solutions to reach our young people. Issues of teenage pregnancy, HIV, mental health, suicide, drugs and substance abuse. And I'm happy to see that when you launch this, even young people who are creators, I was thinking of the ones we work with at the University of Nairobi, at the KMTC, and how we can connect them so that they also find purpose.
As the Ministry of Health, I sat there and I looked at your content. You have completed my agenda totally, because the only missing gap was creating awareness.
I want to thank Imara TV because this information is going to reach each and every youth and adolescent, even in the marginalized counties.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
I think we'll be counting a lot on the platform that Imara has created. I think they have a very good ways of capturing the metrics. I think that was one of the promises that they made in the current platform that they have redesigned. So we are really going to be counting on their platforms and Imara to be able to give us the metrics in terms of the impact that they are creating in the community. Of course, we'll be complementing that with other measures that we normally use as an organization to just be able to track the effect of some of these productions on the young people's health and well-being.
The changes which I would like to see is awareness has been created. This is knowledge. We are giving knowledge to the adolescents, we are giving knowledge to the youth. So they are empowered to a point where when they're making their decisions, they are making it from an informed perspective. We want the reduction of pregnancy because we know pregnancy does affect teenage life. There is discontinuation of school, family breaking up, the community, the stigma which is involved. So we expect the pregnancy to reduce in teenage. We want a well-rounded teenager or adolescent or a youth who is able to handle life and continue from there to accomplish their goals.
It depends on the topic. Kuna zenye I am the one I'm the inspiration. Like in mental health, I'm my own inspiration because I've been going through a lot of mental health issues. But when it comes to the rest, it's just seeing how a sister is not taken care of, how someone's daughter is being mistreated, hearing stories here and there, and thinking that we need to actually talk about this. And because we've been talking about this in different channels, but we've not majorly highlighted it in music, I think highlighting it in music would bring a better impact because we tend to be more attentive when we listen to music. Music has a chemical thing that it does to the brain. And why not? Let's change this. Let's impact people. Let's make them understand what is going on, and if they can help, they help. If they can change, they change.